strong statement. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down here. They're going to run it here. Running with purpose. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. He'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And this pass is on target. Caught. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Now set up in the red zone.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. You give it to the big fullback here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breather room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. Dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And this is going to be a safety.
I'm not shocked this happened in this game, right? Both these offenses have struggled in the 1st quarter. And the first team to score in the 2nd quarter does it with a safety. But let's give credit to this defense, though. They've been out here dominating in this 1st half.
Returner is tackled out at the 41, and the offense will take over 1st and 10.
Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. The quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking to scramble. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. That's an outstanding throw there by the junior quarterback.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Bennett. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Walters. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. I'll say this defense went into halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this 3rd down. We'll see what happens with the decision on 4th down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
A quick spin move. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the offense trots back onto the field here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
Sack sets up 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, but backed up now to the 15. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Called by the defense.
Second down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights through a tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Pulls it in. It's Walters. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
One thing I love about this guy is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll ride the back again here. Fights through the tackler. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense is coming after him. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Bringing it back, it's Bennett. And the returner is brought down, and that will do it now for the third period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the runner takes off to his right. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Got space looking for the end zone here.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. The 2-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The completion makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Bennett. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They're behind the sticks. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point is up and good. So the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. First down. They're going to throw the football. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is brought down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 20.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Deep shot caught down inside the 20.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the 2-point conversion is good. Cuts the lead down to 10. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.